yesterday there was this. I went on a trotro.
Yes.
And we're supposed to carry it live.
Yeah.
Except our broadcast equipment, it kept failing us, so we didn't get the whole conversation. But I got to actually appreciate the kind of conversations that take place in trotros. It started off, it was a slow start. You know, people in the trotro were kind of posing, and they were speaking, some of them were speaking English and all that. And then when the conversation started,
they exploded.
They exploded. let's get. So we're packaging because we didn't get to bring you. It was truncated yesterday. We decided to put together a certain package and to bring that to you. So you watch this. So we're trying to board a vehicle to either Circle or Accra, so that we can get to interact with some of the passengers on board the vehicle. We're trying to find out their views about the fuel price increases and the likely impact on transport fares. But even without the transport fares coming into the picture, the prices of virtually every item will go up regardless of whether the transport fares are increased or not. So that's another conversation we intend to have. Right now, my priority is to try and catch a trotro that's going to take me. But it says that most of the vehicles that are coming, the trotros that are coming are already full. And so I'd have to keep trying. But if we're also lucky and we get one of the buses, the Yalolo buses, we're going to board that as well. So come with me in my attempt to get to board a trotro so that we can get to bring the conversation to you. Let's see. We are going. I'm sure you've noticed that fuel prices have been going up in recent times.
There's always quarrel in the bars and in the church, so you should do something about it.
There's always quarrel?
Yeah.
Why?
Because of the prices.
Okay, when was the last quarrel?
Just this morning. Others will say I have to pay this, others will say I have to pay this. And the mates and the drivers and the passengers, some will be fighting and all that.
So this morning, what was the issue?
Because of the price.
No, but the transport fares haven't been increased, have they?
Some people have increased it. All of it has not come out.
Really?
Sure.
Has this trotro increased the price?
No, yesterday we had the same problem in trotro because of fare.
So that the trotro driver, by himself, has decided to increase it?
Sure. The mates, they've been increasing it. Although the prices has not come out.
Because of the wood, the young ones, you know, can be our say. And so mine, any papa for me.
Okay, in the evening, oh no, Lord was so maybe I ought in some no or home straight. What is it ought in some no Lord so? No, we big now, we come home straight. I'm going to Insaum. So I'm taking Insaum fare. Is it okay? No. I'm going to Amasaman. So I'll board the car and pay the Amasaman fare. The person too is going to Insaum.
And of how I be. Can you bet me to a can bet me from Sawam straight? Abba do media. Abba fire free media. At the Aquacra and Sawam 40 more. And no job better media fair. Then you none of the walk the hour media fair. What's the answer? If you in Sawam now, okay, original Sawam, Ebia one Yenipa, can't you in Sawam? Bet me to a free station empty. And your Lord, free Sawam, so I bedroom media, Poquas Yama Sama Sapema. And no job better on Nama fair. Who got the
okay.
When it's getting to evening, the passengers, there's a demand in transportation for the passengers, so they take advantage over that. Yeah.
Almost say Anopa, so more cry. Ubi ebesi wo Achimota, ujini less. Ubi besi wo La Pasa, ujini less. Anti identity and you made the Omo Badia. We see all the way. Uji in Sawam Street.
Mimiti in Sawam.
Okay.
It is a me pona me kwa. Milodu Street. Milodu Street now. No my in Sawam fair because when you say on con Sawama. Can't be sure not me see me con Sawama. Men phone Sawam car because you call for VIP. Not a VIP no. Ufua baby I'll be Sibiano or Beju send your CJ.
and a pain and over. I don't want to do and some quan for mamma. Also, things are woman. Our background. I did not pay when you're someone. I'm Anyama. Now, me timid. I would do medium media, which now our family. So you empty the buy. Some run from and some to a media one. Safeno, and no media account. A dream rush hour.
Yeah.
It will be a person called Fintel. Meanwhile, we call some street. We're doing what I want in your car. We'll be so AC or best a car price. What I say? No, playing a plan. Oh, no, a small car price. Maybe you'll be anxious until all the empty airport. Whereby I say, some music now. Until I say, no, so. Can it be a second? I say, I loading some a honor. So we were full and some car. Ewo ho no no e dia court say bia sapema e woni fair e so station car de me kan so bia beji matini a metimi ni wo mienu asi wa ha na yakoseke ho no no wabusa a obra mi gina ho metafa car ho e so the same car no na elodu from hosas sisi ni pani bia de akodu nsanwo adentina the same thing na no mo so mo ye no mo do mo person mo de mo no anything bia mo no ji different fare
yeah
and no so me ase.
Okay, so clearly there's some misunderstanding between the passengers and the transport operators. So they're saying that they would insist that government comes out with the specific fares and insist or ensure that the drivers stick to those specific fares, so that if you're coming from Accra Central and you say you're going to, anybody who joins and has to of the journey, that person should be made to pay exactly how far they've traveled and not charge them all the way to Insawam, because the drivers are using that to cheat them. That's one of the issues that's outstanding.
Yes, anybody may put her. Ravaninya, Benjira, na police, macho. Everybody, Yako Central, and I'm near police for Bakasa. Massa, Adiamoyano, Adiamoyan, Yapasnia for what the pressure to yes. So say, I'm watching ya. What did our you call? Well, yes, they say I day. Kaiban was what 750. Yan you could. And the plan is on the traffic. You could prove you better said 12 o'clock. Oh, a plan is account. Come on, you see Mubusa. A plan now we see a time now. Okay.
Okay.
And what the other doesn't so oh, and that time war, and one year old. What?
Okay.
And you saw one, you know, one was an egg or you didn't know.
Okay, so another issue.
4 o'clock, 4 o'clock net.
You mean that Ayalolo no?
But 4:30 net. Cabani and coffee. And to be my banana car. Traffic I'm a quack tibuno. And yeah, easy.
Okay. Okay.
And I driver was short away because of
fuel. Okay, let me explain. Okay. So Mami Cheche. So a few issues that he's raising. He's saying essentially that beyond everything else, the drivers also have issues with the police officers, because they're saying that they keep arresting them all over the place. He's raised 2 issues. He says that the police officers are arresting them indiscriminately, and okay, so he is saying he's saying that the police officers are harassing them, and then he also makes the point. So he also says that apart from that, they're also having to deal with the traffic, and that if a vehicle is moving in the evening and it's rush hour, it's going to take them a long time to get to their destinations, and that's why they would sometimes increase or insist on charging the fare all the way to Insawam. So these are 2 issues. I've come off the vehicle with some of the passengers who I was on the vehicle with. And then the issue is that, yes, as far as the cost, Gifty, you are saying that the taxis should be scrapped.
Some of the taxis
should be scrapped.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because they are taking much space. It should be normal. Some. That's why I said some.
Okay.
Because see the quarrel right now erased. See the quarrel.
All the time.
All the time we are having quarrels. Why? The government should do something about it. We are always having quarrels. Today they are small. Yesterday we had the hell in the car. I was going to Legon. We had the hell in the car. The way people were shouting, I will not pay this, I will pay this, I will pay that. Why should we have these challenges in the car?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be so.
Thank
you.
We
are begging the government. They should do something about it. They should do our roads for us because we know they are taking taxes and a whole lot of money from people. So they should use it.
We have laws in Ghana here. They should use the law to work. So that things will be regulated. We are suffering too much. We are suffering in the country. Like everybody wants to take his own decision and do his own thing. It's not working well. So they should regulate the laws and know how they will use it.
Okay. So you heard them. They are saying that they would expect that government to do something about the situation. One of the main issues they have is the harassment of the police officers, they say. And then they also talk about the fact that there's too much traffic during rush hour, and as we are realizing, the rush hour traffic, it turns out the passengers are being made to pay for it because the drivers and the transport operators are finding clever means to extort monies from them. So if you're going to Nsawam, they will insist that even if you're going to Achimota and you board an Nsawam vehicle, they'll tell you that the vehicle is going all the way to Nsawam. So they expect you to pay the full fare to Nsawam. Except what they actually know, what they know for a fact is it's going to get to probably Achimota and everybody is going to alight. And then they'll say, okay, we're not going to, now we're going to, they pick other passengers at Achimota and continue the journey. Then they get more money. So that's another thing they would want addressed. So yes, these are some of the issues. I've been accosted by some of the ladies here. They're saying that they also have a say. They want to talk about the increase in fuel prices and transport fares. So let's get to speak with them. Okay. They were minutes and in your Tomo mini neke.
No phenomenon again me to asking shiny. Last year me asking shan 1.8. We are 2.0 no koya 3 million. Asking shan 3 million. But I share 3 million. But no ba junior talole fair pono ba watch cafe town sena mo eta. They can be more kachu no ba.
Mini ni bi oshan.
Insha pie shan cake.
You are pie charge more aluminum.
Oh no charge more than a cockabadiano, no charge more eh.
You are me no fee, mia pie me.
Inye mami, can't cabani me and cabashia.
You are Jeffy me aluminum.
Inye ma Jeffy you go cry me. You are a government, a one any piano, a chapter, no nini be abashi. A tower chon, 1 year be. 1 year be, now, and you make a me boy, no one quam.
She can't only a cheap petrol, no. No, me kwa kachi petrol no, kachi petrol no. Be taxi say, taxi say na akewu petrol no ni nyeke achi ye no. Be twa ke shika na gaba ma suku ke nibiye.
Shika no mo. Shika Ghana government no mo. No one shika no mo no de yo. Akeha na kefe no na kwa fe ni wo man bia wo ya ajo. Wo shika yo Ghana ke wo shika.
Wo shika me no mo.
Ni ba je man se gbe ka ba fe ba Ghana. Ausa me ni je ton ba Ghana. Mo fe mo ba Ghana. Efi we Ghana ba bala shika Ghana. Okay.
Okay, shika me no mo shika be no akenchu ni olololo.
Bra mi pa fai. Ni wo yin ba fan je ne ken. Ne shako ni san ne she ne ken. No won pa fai. Akwa mi a wo fi o.
Okay.
Me so me ton jalabia. Se ya tum ne boade so ba. Ye pe no fo.
I didn't see atu jalabia ni mo.
Se ka sika ya na me ya tum. e tu ba ya better for wo so kwa wunya ni e dia fa kura de egu fo ma wase we ya fe mama atensidi me so anu na me de hwa me ma enti esra ba ni se wonya bibi mfa petrol ni diesel na ho na ma yeso ya bra pa ba ta no single mother ne do so pa
we are single mother oh sir
me ma nyira so university ma me ensa we e betimi ahwe wo tu ahwe ya adwama ya na akro no na be kwa mo enti aba no wo mo aye ne ye do so wo ma bible siampo ya nya bi ya trotro ye din susu ya ni aye ye single mother ya nya bi wo mo wo bu wasika mom ne nya aye wo ma sika fo no kwa ye no ma ye ne ahia fo no ye kofo ti esra do wo mo aye pa wo mo aye
okay all right so those are the views of some of the people. So let's you take the microphone. So what is your issue?
My issue is speak local language.
Okay. So mini joy Osanie.
Oh, Osanie fair. You are a few market. I blue new. Go one pafai. To bona fola ya hawo. Koni wana go tashi mo pete gbogbo e. E ke bi e fe kanshi. No ji wo problem e. Work bina. Go one ho akeshi. Drivers can buy a strike. Cut a strike. Many be aba he ni hawo. E ba gba won won pafai. Koni petrol bona me ru na ache no fio aham.
Shika okay ache petrol no. Ka ache petrol no. Shika ni akeba ache no. Kwesa na ke ma school ke ni bi. Ko ka ache no.
Aye bona balance on it. Na ti score je bibio ball akegbomo ade san gbomo ade. Ko che bibio po keke fio keke. E ba se hin. Ati se che fio ni ke o ko ba di school chukala ka ni bi ese. Ke petrol yanwe be ni eni yanwe no fia no yanwe. Bo petrol ji ndoko ni ka onme no pa papa. No fia no cha ke Ghana. Bona mo fia mo mblo. Me o mi panye fa ishiba. Comment STC work at Togo? 34 cities. Now me petrol net 38. Togo. They are net 38 cities. The work on me petrol no ponwe. Me no leni baba. It's going to 42.
Okay, STC be amen me.
Be an STC ba say no work ya aye kakada ya short be 34 cities. Now me no it 38.
Now my petrol no.
It 38 cities.
Now me petrol no need STC who amen.
Omi to no le ake lo le shika ke e yanwe e ha no fia no yanwe ya ke jachu no awe lo le agbede ba charge fi wo bo shika no ba na fi e isa no ke nwe no ji efe ye wo won pa fai mi e shita mo ni wo tash wonyo ya ke wo shika fe fite no ji mi problem.
All right. So she's explaining that yes, apart from the transport fares, the increase in fuel prices and the transport fares which affects them, they're also appealing that they be given, because it's approaching Christmas, they be giving an opportunity to just stay by the wall and continue to hawk their items, and that they shouldn't be harassed this Christmas. Christmas abanya
after Christmas abayele wole aka afio we no ko di cash wole aka afio
after Christmas
after Christmas wole aka abaye abafi
she bi anele aninyeta
bi anele ameke on the 15th aba water she onu shishi wo bi e se ta wo wole no ko bedo
okay
problem
okay all right. So yes, everybody has a view on these issues, because transport fares and fuel price increases affect virtually everything. So you can appreciate why they're eager to speak to these issues. So from Accra Central, this is Joy News, bringing you the views of the people on the streets.